Thank you for joining me. We're going to be looking at some general predictions. I just ask, what's your story? I'm nosy like that. And so this is just to let you know what's there now. So you can either be better equipped to deal with it or to manifest something entirely different. The future is never set in stone. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So pause the video if you need to. Take a moment to see which pile you're most drawn to, and I'll see you at your pile. What's up, tribe? If you chose pile number 1, then this is your reading. We're starting off with the Moonlight card. The Moonlight card tells us that our intuition allows us to see beyond the mundane, the logical and the analytical. Follow it. So when I look at our first card, I keep hearing Blue Moon. It's a jazz song that's been sung by many wonderful artists. I'll be leaving a link to it in the comments. So the song talks about, it actually has romantic undertones, but this is not about a romantic partner. The beginning of the song talks about, you saw me standing alone without a dream in my heart. So this is about the dream in your heart. This is about igniting the dream in your heart. As I say igniting, my attention is being drawn to these dragonflies and these lanterns all lit up. The 7 of Fire card is all about achieving your personal best, going the distance, perseverance, and non-conformity. It says, my passion pushes obstacles aside as I engage in sustained effort. But what this effort is all about for me is he is pushing away her shell, her introvertedness, and her transformation, represented by the wings, the butterfly wings over there, is fanning her flame, the flame of her passion, the flames of her desire. Okay, so I'm a salsera. I knew I was going to get there at some point. But anyway, I am crazy about Latin dance, and I cannot see a fan without remembering the intense passion you get from things like music, dance, anything that brings you into the present moment fully and completely. So I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to mention salsa, even in my tarot readings. It's just how it's gonna go. This card, the One Ring Circus. I love it. I'm gonna let you take a look at it. She has a hand on her heart, and that's because now it has a dream inside it. And her dream may be to see the world, maybe to open up to a world she has not experienced before. I hate to say it again, but salsa does that for you. Any type of dance, it could be swing, or I don't know, tango. Was tango? I think tango is Latin again. Oh my God, I'm gonna hear about this. She's opening up to worlds she's not yet experienced. And this card is all about unexpected visitors. She's opening the door, all right? See? She's still a little bit timid, but the door is now open. And I'm going to read this card for you. It says, It says, if you expect the unexpected, you'll be prepared for miracles, detours, surprises, and paradigm shifts. Expect the unexpected, no matter how detailed your plans are and how clear you believe the road ahead to be. There are times when the best plans are waylaid by unforeseen circumstances. At first, detours may seem inconvenient, but a surprise turn of events signals that the adventure of life is beginning to get interesting. No one can plan for synchronicity, for fate, or for destiny to meet, except spirit. Who knows what you can't comprehend for now? Life is full of surprises, so stay on your toes and enjoy this exciting new adventure you weren't expecting. This is a plan for your life that may not match up with your agenda. And I read that message because I was blown away by the fact that it says stay on your toes. And she's literally on her toes here. This card, the meaning of the card by the tarot, by the good tarot, is conflict, but that's not what this says here. It just says that she's excited. You know, the dreams are lit up within her, and it's having her walk on air. I was guided to a song called "Believe It or Not," and I'm gonna drop a link to the song in the comments. But I'm gonna also read a few of the lyrics. And it says, believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing in a prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me. So this, this is all about you rejoicing in yourself and your passions and your dreams. And maybe taking on salsa. My friends sat me down and had an intervention one day because I was dancing salsa to house. Okay, so it gives you an idea of how nuts I am about it. And I hope you find something to be nuts about too. That's all I have for you, pile number 1. I hope you stay safe. I send you my love. Bye for now. Welcome back. If you chose pile 2, then this is your reading. I do have to say that this reading is pretty heavy. So if you are in a blissful, happy place in your life right now, then this is probably not your story. And I would advise you to pick another pile. We're starting off with a card called Goblins. And it says that fear is an illusion. And to choose love today, forgive yourself and others. It says that goblins are born when you're wounded and something essential is lost in that experience. From that point on, as you forget your wholeness, they remain with you in the shadows. There, they remind you of what brought them into being by mimicking your own voice, tricking you into believing that you're unworthy, victimized, or unlovable. They hold you hostage through low self-worth, self-sabotage, and the feeling that you're lacking what you need. If goblins pay you a visit, know that they represent the shadow of your own self or someone else's, and that they're leading you into a potentially reactive situation. A goblin's card appearance is an opportunity for growth, however, and a signal that you must love yourself. No human is without flaws. The goblin's message is that you must release resentments and negative self-talk. Within you is the spark of the divine. Ask Spirit to help heal you. Miracles can and do happen. Let go of negativity. And the next card is the Four of Water. And even though the Good Tarot has a different interpretation for the Four of Cups, the Four of Water here, I do get the same traditional meaning of the Four of Cups, which is living in a state of melancholy, depressive mood, not being really present, especially with it being placed between Ghostland and Goblins. You are living with the goblins in Ghostland, which means you're never in the present moment. Your mind is taking you to the past to reminisce about the good old days, or it's taking you too far into the future that you wish you could create. But tomorrow never comes, right? So, look at how sad he looks. The King of Earth is usually somebody who is pretty good with their money. They are pretty proficient at the material aspect of life. They may have even built a castle on a mountain. This also tells me, look at the similarity between the two cards. And these are two different decks. But this is somebody who's been hurt enough to not want to participate in life anymore. That's why they're over there. If this is not a physical castle, this is a metaphorical castle, that like a shield that they've built around their heart. And if they don't find a way to let go of all these depressive thoughts, living in a state of blah instead of a state of bliss, not seeing the love that's being extended to them by the divine, if the tower will have to hit, because the Goblins card also tells us that it's going to trigger you into a reactive situation. But this is divine intervention, basically. And this could be a warning for you to come back to the present, let go of anything that no longer serves you, whether it be a negative self-talk, feelings or desires for revenge. It's time to let go. Because the universe always has a way of getting your attention. It wants you to live here now, because that's the only place where bliss can be found. And it wants that for you. So it will intervene if you don't come back from Ghostland. Because you're becoming like a spirit of the place rather than a living, breathing being in it. I told you this is pretty. The Six of Air talks about a necessary change in thinking to gain wisdom. This is moving to a state of bliss and gratitude instead of that blah state that has you not really being there, not being excited about anything, not being in love with life. that's all I have for you, pile 2. I would like to say that we all have goblins and are mimicking our voice in the head. So you're not alone in this. It's just about bringing awareness to these voices and calling them out as often as possible. Because you are worthy, you are lovable. Otherwise, the divine would let you be in that lost state and not intervene. But the Tower is here. And that's just divine love. It's tough love. It's love nonetheless. Thank you for joining me. I send you my love and I hope you stay safe. Bye for now. Welcome back and thank you for being here. If you chose pile 3, this is your reading. We started off with the Wizard of Oz. It says your soul knows best. Be still and observe. These spirals in the background indicate growth. And it says that when you observe a struggle inside you, stepping into the observer position, it gives you a new powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort. And it gives you the capacity to see clearly without being weighed down by the opinion of others or the desire to please others or to get their stamp of approval or your own. When you're not weighed down by the opinion of others or yourself, you are free to live in your truth. The Ace of Swords meaning by the traditional tarot is reclaiming your personal power by taking charge of your life. It also indicates a new beginning. These swords represent your vitality, life force, and personal power. When you are living in the past or the future, much of the time, or the majority of the time, you're leaking power, you're leaking your life force. So, by being present and aware, you are wide open to seeing those possibilities that are available to you. I'd like to read the wide open card for you. Where is it? Yes, it says, you are free to express your uniqueness to the world and share in all the bounty of life's endless possibilities. These possibilities are at the other end of this. So there are a few things you have to leave behind to take that journey to true fulfillment, true abundance. What you could be leaving behind is this sadness, and you're replacing it with an acceptance of loss, embracing change, embracing that life, embracing that loss is just part of life, and you can't dodge it really. That acceptance does this to the chariot. It goes and the horses move, the chariot moves. The chariot is a divine gift, something that you've long wished for is on its way to you. This chariot is gonna move through some storm fields, but that's alright. It's gonna be quick. I can't promise it'll be painless, but it'll be quick. So this may be some major change that you're going through that will leave you in this energy. And this Nine of Pentacles is all about a single person living their best life, having it all. But in this reading, I feel like it's stepping into the role of the protector. Look at how she's holding that flower. She's protecting her right to think what she wants to think. She's protecting she's protecting the flowering of her consciousness. She's protecting presence teachings. She's protecting the beauty of the natural world. She might become an activist, and she might be an environmental activist. That could be one scenario. Flowers play such a huge role. You cannot witness the beauty of a flower without sensing that same beauty in your essence. It brings your awareness to how beautiful the natural world and life really is. Some people don't understand the purpose of the flower, even with its part in pollination and all. The purpose of the flower is delighting in the present moment. It reminds us to delight by just being, or to delight in being. Either or, it has a few lessons to teach us, and we do well to try to preserve and help grow more flowers, help reclaim our green earth. Now I'm sounding like an environmentalist. Thank you for joining me. This is all I have for you, Pile 3. If you enjoyed it, please hit share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.